South Carolina City is stunned after a gunman ambushed police, killing one and wounding 6 others. The 4 police officers from Florence, South Carolina, and 3 sheriff's deputies were shot outside a house while serving a search warrant. Police officer Terrence Carraway died in the gunfire. He had just celebrated 30 years on the force. A suspect is in custody but has not been identified. David Begnaud is near the scene in Florence, about 100 miles north of Charleston. David, good morning.
John, good morning. The suspect, perched like a sniper, opened fire on 3 deputies initially, leaving them wounded in the front yard. Then 4 officers responding as backup were shot as well. There was a moment of desperation with officials who tried to figure out, how do we get in to rescue these men without risking another life? This morning, the only officer who's been identified is the man who died.
This is a hard and difficult day for us.
Overcome with grief, Major Mike Nunn of the Florence County Sheriff's Office recounted the tragedy that unfolded as his deputies approached the home.
At approximately 4 p.m., suspect inside the residence opened fire on the investigators. 3 of our deputies were shot.
Police officers from the city of Florence responded as backup, and 4 of them were shot.
We have an officer down at this time. Suspect still firing, use precaution.
Fire was being shot all over. The way the suspect was positioned, his view of fire was several hundred yards, and the officers couldn't get to the ones that's down.
Police were forced to use a bulletproof truck to rescue the wounded officers. The suspect allegedly held children hostage while barricading himself inside the home. The standoff lasted for about 2 hours, and then the suspect surrendered.
Today we lost a good friend of mine.
Florence Police Chief Alan Heidler was unable to fight back tears as he described the fallen police officer Terrence Carraway, who served on the force for more than 30 years. Heidler called him and the rest of the wounded officers family.
Pray for these officers and their speedy recovery. Pray for the family who lost the bravest police officer that I have ever known.
The CBS affiliate in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, WBTW, reports that a 20-year-old man inside the home was also shot. We don't know how he's doing this morning. And Gayle, it's kind of tricky. We don't know a lot. We don't know how that man's doing. We don't know what the suspect's name is. And we do not know the conditions of the other officers who were shot. We're hoping to get some kind of update later today.
Something tells me, David Begnaud, you will have those answers by the end of the day. Thank you very much. We appreciate you joining us this morning.